Hi guys, Inkyvaper here, and today we're going to be looking at the Limitless 200 watt box mod. Now, what we'll do is we'll dive down quick as you like, have a quick look at the box mod itself, at the board and all the functions and all that kind of carry on, and we'll come back up and I'll do the usual pros and cons, final thoughts and all that sort of stuff. So we'll go down now, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here we are with the Limitless Box Mod 200 watt. Now, these plates on here are different, and I'll show you why in a second, but we'll see what the original ones look like. But here we have the box, so a nice sort of hard plastic box here with all the Limitless gumph on it. So open that up, and then this bit pops open like so. And there we have the mod. Right, okay, so here, underneath here, are the original covers to the side plates on the mod. I had them changed by G-Shire, who did these lovely red Paua ones, which are on there right now. So just let's move that box out of the way. Okay, and I've also got these green bandana ones, which you can buy extra for about £20. So here we have the mod. As you can see, the side panels have been recovered by G-Shire for me, and they do look rather spectacular, I think you'll agree. So as you can see, you've got Limitless written on the side here. It's quite a thick sort of black paint that we've got on the outer shell here. The Limitless logo on the top, rather cool. We've got a 510 connection there, stainless steel, with a. Let's get something to just show you the spring loadedness of it, if that's a word. It is now. So, yeah, that's. Plenty of movement on there for you. Now here's the main screen. As you can see my my camera reflected in it. It is a fairly highly reflective screen. So you know, that's that. These side panels just clip off like so. I've got some LG HG2 doo-doo brown batteries in there. You've got magnets on the panels, and then corresponding magnets on the actual mod itself. It's all marked up plus and minus. Nice strong magnets, no play at all in the doors. And then there's another side which you can take off, but that's just empty. And there's the board is accessed through this sort of squidgy part here. But again, magnets, science bitches. So, okay, so we'll just keep unlocking it, just a sec. Why is it locked? Unlocked. So, as you can see here, we've got it at 66.6 watts, which is a Dean the Vaping Biker approved wattage setting. So you've got your wattage there. Let's just bring this a little bit closer. Hopefully it will still focus. And then you've got M1 standard, and then it's showing the ohms at 9.99, which basically means because we've got no atomizer on, and then the voltage there. And then along the bottom here is the battery bar. Okay, so if I want to adjust this, I can. I can press down. No, it's not going to focus. Here we go. If I press the down button, that changes from soft, standard, and powerful. And if I press higher, then that locks that in. So I'm going to change it back to standard because that's how I've been having it. Okay, and then if we want to adjust, we go we can click through the cycle, through the memory banks here. So we've got 3 different memory settings, and while it's still flashing, if I now press down, it will start adjusting the watts, and then I can go up again if I want to. So we'll put that back to the 66.6, and then hit fire, and then that's that locked in as well. So if I want to go to temperature control, I can. So hang on, it's 5 clicks. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can cycle through here. Power off, mode, power, and if I press minus, it will go to temp. Then I can choose stainless steel, titanium, nickel, and that's your lot. Temperature control does work on this, as you know from me. I'm not a big fan of temperature control. But obviously once it's in temperature control mode, I'm just trying to see if we can get it to focus in. It's not liking this reflective screen on the autofocus, unfortunately. But as you can see, I can now go through the different memory settings again. If I click down, I can then adjust the temperature to how I want it, and that sort of cycles through reasonably fast, but not horrendously so. Which is a shame, really, because it could do with being probably a little bit faster. It doesn't round robin or anything like that. So if I want to go back into the so if I go to temp and then click stainless steel, I can then change to Fahrenheit if I wish. You can see that there. And that's at 224 Fahrenheit, and then adjust the Fahrenheit as I wish on there as well. And click on it, and then the next setting is to change the rotation of the screen. So if I want to, I can turn it upside down, turn it back again, and then I get the exit menu. That is that, and obviously got the power off, but I'm not going to do that now because, or I am going to do that now because I just pressed the button. So that's that powered off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brings it back on LMC, and then we're back into the mode. Now, obviously, this is in temperature control mode. I'm going to put it back into power. So 1, 2, 3, 5. Ooh. Cycle back round, and I want to go into power. Hit enter. Auto adjust on the power. I just have that turned off. I've really not quite worked out what that's for. I don't really understand it, but I leave it as it is. So we've now got 60 watts, and memory one is 66 watts. So I'll stick it on that. Grab my Limitless RDTA, and that's easier to do when I'm not on camera, obviously. There we go. And that is the Limitless Box Mod with my nice lovely custom doors that I had done. We'll go back up top, and when we're up there, we'll talk about the pros and cons, and I'll see you there. Bye. Welcome back, guys. So the Limitless Box Mod, it's a great little, well, not little, great device in my opinion. We'll go through the cons first of all, and then the pros as I normally do. First of all, a subjective con. For some people, this is going to be a big, too big of a unit, really. When you look at it, I mean, it is a big old block of a mod, really. Two 18650s. If we look at it, comparing it to the Sigali 213, you can see there's a marked difference in size. It's about the same kind of width, but it's sort of depth rather. But the width wise, it's half as much again, I guess. really. So yeah, for some people with small hands, this is going to be way too big. But for me, it's not a con at all. It's a great device. I've got big old paws, as I've said before, and I do like a good sturdy heavy mod, which is exactly what this is. The mirrored finish on the screen can be it just gets smeared with your fingers, you know, touching it and stuff. So that's a bit of a ball ache. Constantly find myself, you know, rubbing the screen to try and get it to, so that it's not got all smudges all over it. The menu system where well, I should say the functions on the board where you're trying to adjust your wattage or your temperature up and down. You've got to press down and then up, and then, you know, for somebody like myself who's got an M class from Yeehee, it's not that much of an issue, really, you know. But there is a learning curve to it, and some people are going to find it a little bit finicky and a little bit irritating on that side of things. Other than that, I can't really think of any other cons, to be perfectly honest with you. This is, in my opinion, it's a looker. I don't know. It's kind of basic. It's very angular and all the rest of it, but I like it. It really does appeal to me on lots of levels. Again, another subjective con would perhaps be that the fire button should, instead of being down here, should have been up on this sloped area here, which would have just been an ideal place to, you know, to fire the mod with. But hey, what are you going to do? They've obviously done it for cheapness of the buttons obviously actuate straight onto the board, and you know, they've done it for cheapness to not put it up there. But it would have been nice. So pros. I love the fact that these plates come off so easily. You can change them. You can even get somebody as talented as G-Shire to remove the original stickers that are on these doors and put something else on. I'm sure that Limitless are going to be bringing out a lot more different panels for this. They've already got the green bandana, which I showed you in the close-up. There's also a multicolour bandana one, which was a bit too garish for my liking. They do the chieftain head, which is the sort of the skull wearing the American Indian headdress on a kind of sort of leathery background to it, which was rather cool as well. And they've also brought out recently an Aztec one, which I haven't actually seen in the shops over here in the UK yet, but I've seen it on Instagram, and it's kind of like an Aztec blanket, you know, that kind of what's the word, embroidery kind of design. I don't know, weaving maybe. I don't know. It looks like a sort of Mexican stroke Aztec-y kind of material design on there, which again doesn't appeal to me, but I'm sure it'll appeal to somebody. Knowing Limitless like I do, though, especially with the way that they did their mechanical tube mods with all the different sleeves, I'm sure that they'll be bringing out more and more of the doors for this mod, especially if it becomes a popular thing, which I'm sure it will. For me, this has been an absolutely excellent mod. It's very, very hard wearing. The paint on the black portion here is extremely well done, and I've not had any kind of scrapes or scratches or anything like that. I'm not particularly heavy on my mods, unlike some people, but at the same time, I still managed to scratch mods. My RX200, I babied that quite a bit, and it's still covered in scratches. So this thing has actually stood up really well to being used quite a fair bit, and as a result, I'm very, very pleased with it. Temperature control works. You know, if you've watched anything else on the channel, you know what I feel about temperature control. It's not something that I really give two shits about, but it does work on here. The stainless steel tends to be, you have to turn it a little bit. I found that you have to turn the temperature up a little bit higher than I would do normally, but then that might be because I was using 316 and this may well be set up for 304. I'm not sure, but just bump the temperature up a little bit higher than what you would normally do, and it works fine. No burning of cotton, all the rest of it. So it does does work well. For me though, power mode is king, and I've had no issues with that at all. Press the button, nice and responsive, power straight away, no delays, none of that kind of carry on. So on the whole, what I would say is I bought this for $79.99 from grumpymonkey.co.uk. I'll put a link to them in the description below. I recommend them as well. They're a good bunch of lads, very good customer care. Got this out to me double quick time from when I ordered it. So if you're interested in one, by all means, I'd recommend it thoroughly. I really have enjoyed using this mod, but I am a person who likes to know that they've got something in their hand who misses. It's a good hefty mod, and I love it. Plenty of power. Whether it does 200, I don't know. I don't really care. At the end of the day, it seems to be pretty. When I've got it, I mean, I very rarely vape it above sort of between 60 to 80 watts. That's my usual kind of area that I'm vaping with this thing, and it performs similarly to any of the other products that I've got that are running at 60 to 80 watts. So as far as I'm concerned, it's doing exactly what I need it to do when I need it to do it, and so for that reason, I think it's an excellent mod. I love the fact that the doors are interchangeable and that you can really sort of get quite an individual look with your mod. So we'll leave it there. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do that, and I'll see you on the next one.